Alright guys, so I have been asked about my WeakAuras for Outlaw Rogue. I'll have a link in the description for the buffs as well as my own WeakAura group as well. So the buffs came from Nahj. I just copied from Nahj initially and then made my own WeakAura over here. So I'll put the Roll the Bones buff group that Nahj made in the description for you guys, and it's just this, and press it, you see the buff. So if you're in combat, you see something glowing up here, you just press your buff and then you can see which one it is. So for my group, I'm using all of these, and I'll just go from the bottom up and then I'll show you guys some gameplay and like how I use it. So combo point, obviously you want that. If your focus is over here and not like over here or on your target, you want to be able to dump your points if you need to. You don't want to overcap. I also have issues with overcapping a lot, so it just takes time to get used to. So yeah, that's why I have the combo points right there, because I can just easily see like my rotation and if I need to dump. All right, so for this one, it's just if it's visible in red, that means it's on cooldown and you can't press it. So you don't need to like constantly look over here. You can just look over here, see what you need to do, and focus back on to the screen. As you can see, I have my focus target. The cast bar is underneath it. So if I'm looking here, I can see really quickly, like if I need to kick something. Pistol shot is just, I took off the little thing that Blizzard has because it was kind of confusing to me personally. So I went to options, then I went to combat and spell alert opacity. I just put that to 0. Kind of be aware of that if you're used to it on other classes. Just remember that you probably need to turn that back on or create a WeakAura, which is what I'm going to do from now on, because I want to just see everything I need to on every single one of my classes consistently right here in between my target and my focus. So that's what I want. I want all my procs here. I don't want the Blizzard alerts anymore. So I just want to be aware of what my class is doing. And so that's why I put pistol shot here. It made more sense to me in my mind because my pistol shot is on Q. So it's on the left side of shift 3, like on my hand. It makes more sense. So I'm a little bit weird like that. So yeah, that's why I put it right there. So between the eyes 3 is just, so if you press it and you have the crib buff, it's glowing and you know that you're buffed, and you don't have to press it again if you don't have some kind of shadow dance or subterfuge. So yeah, so slice and dice, pretty simple. It just appears if you don't have it, and if it's like 10 seconds on CD, it pops up and it has the timer right here. So if it's 10 seconds left, it pops up. Okay, so the subterfuge goes over the red one. Okay, so the size is 10 below the red buff. You can see, like, if you have subterfuge, you can also see the red outlining it. That means it's on cooldown and you can't use the ability. So same thing with shadow dance. So if you don't see anything while you're in combat, that means you have the between the eyes buff. You can have a go. You can use subterfuge. So say I need to have my between the eyes buff, right? So I either get subterfuge with a vanish, or I can use shadow dance. Or if it's off cooldown, you want to use your between the eye buff. So now it's on cooldown for 30 seconds. So if you don't have anything, you use it and you gain the buff, right? So you want to have this buff as much as you can. And as you use your combo points, this goes down, right? So by the time it comes off, like I don't have the buff anymore, but I can use it again. See? So you want as much uptime as you can get and get that cooldown reduction going. Say you want to have a go real quick, and you look over, you don't have it on cooldown, so you can have a go, right? I'm going to show you the subterfuge one. Here's a subterfuge one. So you know you can spam that a lot during that window. Okay, so if you have same thing with shadow dance, you spam it, and now you know that you still have it off cooldown, but you have the buff, so you don't need to press it again. So another thing that I'm using is the ace up your sleeve sound. So whenever you get ace up your sleeve, you'll see it instantly on the combo points, but you'll also you'll hear a sound. So like if you're paying attention to something else, like if somebody's in CC, you can just hear the sound and you can continue to spam. So if you guys don't know, ace up your sleeve is just between the eyes has a 5% chance per combo point spent to grant 5 combo points. You get insta combo points if you hear the sound. So you can continue to spam between the eyes during a subterfuge window or a shadow dance window. All right, so in this game I went 5-1, and I'll just show you guys a few of the openers, my rotation, and yeah, the WeakAuras that I'm using. So I get a sap, and I go in for a stun immediately, and then I proceed to get my crit buff. I do a double stun with subterfuge. So you can see I still have subterfuge up. And I know I can press my between the eyes over and over again because there's not a red border around it. Okay. So in the opener, I wait to get my slice and dice because it's a waste of an opener if I cast that spell at all. So I'll wait until after that, after the opener, to get that buff rolling. Okay. So disarm. See, now I have my dance up after my subterfuge. So it's always good to do your subterfuge go and get a few between the eyes, and then do your burst rotation and get that dance rolling so you can also do between the eyes. All right, so now you see that it's on cooldown, but I have the buff going. All right, cool. So the rogue has a trinket down. He also has cloak down and evasion down. So I know he's a good, really, really good target to go. All right, so here I have subterfuge, you can see, but I know that I can't spam my ability, so I don't have to like look down here to see how to do my damage. So it's really nice to keep my eyes right here and like over here and over here. So we go rogue here. All right, so for this round, we have 2 stealths. So I just go ahead and I open because it doesn't really matter as outlaw, which is really, really nice. I can just open if I want to, get my buff rolling, and I stun the rogue right away. Okay. Okay, I finally press slice and dice. I admit that I'm really bad at that for now, but as the season goes on, I hope to get better. But yeah, I think I need to pay more attention to slice and dice personally. But yeah, that's why the WeakAuras is there, so I can look at these videos and see what I'm doing wrong. All right, cool. So now I have subterfuge. I can spam between the eyes. So here's the problem. Here's my problem. See, I had a full 20-second buff, and this is good for you guys too. So, okay, see, I have a full 20-second buff right off the bat. What my problem is I pressed between the eyes again in a subterfuge window with 1 combo point. And then my subterfuge fell off. And I didn't get a buff. See, I did it again. I did it 2 times in a row. So that's a problem. So if you're spam, you can't just spam it. You have to look at your combo points. Make sure that it's a full combo point, or at least like 5 or 6 combo points. So that was my mistake, and that's a good thing to show you guys to like kind of be aware of. Don't do that. It's really, really bad. Fortunately, if you spend your combo points, you'll get the cooldown back quickly. But yeah, I should have kept that buff at that point when I was bursting. It would have been a lot better. Really bad kidney. Okay, I get a blind, and I think it's just enough. Maybe not. Yeah. All right, we'll look at this last game real quick, the opener and the ending of it. I won't show the whole game because it's just too long. So I get a sap, really weird, but okay. And there I open, and in my subterfuge window, I press my CDs, which is it's not good to do that. So I want to utilize my entire subterfuge window because it's like 7 seconds long. It's 3 seconds longer than normal for other specs. So I want to utilize all those seconds and then press dance to continue the window I can do damage in. So yeah, those WeakAuras will be in the description for you guys to just import for yourselves. If you guys have any questions specifically, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get back to you guys on that. If you have any tips or tricks for me for Outlaw Rogue, that'd be cool too. Let me know. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Have a good one.